Alright everybody, how's it going today? KnowItAllDM here, doing just a little bit of testing here. Not so much testing game stuff, but rather testing my own ability not to die. Because we are playing on hard for today, and we are trying not to die. Well, okay, you're always trying not to die, but you may be wondering, why is he trying not to die? That's a good question. We're trying not to die because 1 week from today, well, from this recording, basically I've got 1 week to practice up, and 1 week from today on the 27th, we will be receiving the seed for the Iron Man challenge. What? You're actually playing in the Iron Man challenge? Yes. Yes, I am. Alpha 8 is the perfect chance to try to play Iron Man. Now, what I'm doing is practicing, like I said, so that I can learn the ins and outs of hard, because the difficulty settings on the Iron Man challenge are all hard except for player progression. Player progression is normal, just so that we don't have a lot of wasted time. We can actually build things faster than on hard. Well, not construct things, but, you know, get to the engrams quicker. So alright, now I randomized the seed for this, so I'm not entirely sure what seed we're going to be using. We will find out 1 week from today, well, from this recording on Wednesday, and then I believe we have to have our first video posted by or on the 4th of July. I'm not sure if it's on or by. I will have to check that out and find out. But I'm going to be practicing until then, running around and doing some stuff. And, well, I figured I would bring you guys along because, well, hard is hard, and hard is interesting. Now, it will be a little bit boring, though, when I get to the point where I can construct things and stuff, and I said it in that order on purpose, so that, because the constructor stuff is all on hard as well. So it's like really slow constructor speeds and the like, but I'm going to do this as safely as I can, but we don't know what our first mission's going to be. So how can we determine what we're going to attack as a test? Well, I figure we'll just attack something. Not the drone base, because that'll be the final thing. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Iron Man challenge is, there are probably some of you who don't. The Iron Man challenge is a challenge that was created by Captain Adonis, one of my good gaming buddies that I met through Empyrion, and that we play multiplayer occasional with. And yes, for those of you who are wondering, we will be playing multiplayer Alpha 8. We just want to get Iron Man started and out of the way before we do that. We don't know all the details of when or anything like that. It'll probably be about, you know, a few weeks to a month away before we even start. But we are going to start Iron Man next week. So I'm going to try to survive, like I said. And for those of you who are wondering, well, how many people actually participate in the Iron Man challenge? Well, these are the participants. see, there's quite a few of them. Yeah, we will be competing against them. Now, the rules of Iron Man. The rules of the Iron Man challenge are as follows. Rule number 1, do not die. If you die and you have a single death, you're out of the competition. Every time you record and put a thing up, you have to show this little thing to show that you have not died. Otherwise, you know, people could cheat. You cannot attack any POI that is an alien POI. Now, that doesn't mean that has an alien core. That means that has that basically that shows up red. If it has spawners inside of it and the spawners spawn hostile creatures, it is off limits. The exceptions are villages because they just spawn a small number of creepers or crawlers, and they don't really count as enemy POIs but neutral. You can loot as many neutral POIs as you want, which is good. And other than that, it's just don't leave the system, or the, you know, we have to stay in the starter planet's little thing. We can't go to a different planet. So warp drive will be completely unnecessary. The reason for this is because people leaving the system and gathering resources, extra solar, would allow them to craft things a lot easier that they normally wouldn't. Now, when it comes to whatchamacallit, when it comes to blueprints, the fabricator speed, or the workshop construction speed, is also going to be slow, but they are able to be used. So I might utilize my ARV resources for this playthrough, giving me a little bit of buffer of, you know, not dying. But everything else is also set to true, which means that auto-miner depletion, true. It means that the blueprints must be spawned on bases, is also true. The limit to weapons on devices is also true. So, you know, everything is true. I don't know why I'm running around, because I do not have a bike. Okay. Do I have silicone? No, I don't have silicone. So, running around is necessary for now till I get a bike. Hopefully soon I'll find the wreckage, because that's the first thing we're going to want to find as a in the Iron Man challenge. And the forests around the starter biome are usually a good place to start. Now, if Alpha 8.1 has released by then, instead of having a size 4 planet, we're going to have a size 3 planet, which means here's a little something that we might want to make sure Cap is aware of, because if they change the size of the planet, then the seed... No. What you bite me for? No. No. All I did was take out a rock. You are not allowed to kill me over a stinking rock. Now I will eat you for breakfast. Not that I can actually, you know, put him in. I don't know. Anyway, that is one thing I do not want to fight. let's also go ahead and start making up some berry juice. Berry juice is very useful, as is vegetable juice. Vegetable juice. I can't make up yet. That's fine. The constructor on this is going super slow because we have it on slow. I can put this down and put some ingredients in here and see what I can make. Okay. Food-wise, let's go ahead and grill up a steak. I could use a good juicy steak. Let's make 7 of those. 3 of those. Yeah. Medicinal stomach pills. I don't think I can make anything else because I need herbal leaves for everything. Food-wise, I can make energy drink. Hot beverage. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. So I'm gonna want to stick around this general area. There's more than one. There are more than one Triceratops. I hear them growling. I do not like Triceratops growls. I don't like those bugs either. Or the parasaurs. Yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be stuck here for just a bit. Hello, Triceratops. Why are you showing me your butt? I do not want to see that. Alright, so I went ahead and got the ingredients out from the portable constructor because I think I just want to use what I can use while I'm running around. Why you do this to me? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be crafting up things in here while I move, while I go around and do things. And that way I can keep on keeping on. We're going to have to do a large search of this field. Now we're in grassland. I need to get to the other side of the starter biome because funny, we crashed here. I think the starter biome is like all over here and we just happen to go away from it. But I want to go back to the starter biome because the wreckage is more than likely on the other side of the starter biome. And the starter biome is a grassland, but it's not the grassland we're in now. I don't think, no, it's like a way over there. That is the starter biome. Because we walked a decent ways along here. We came like this. Just so we got forest on both sides now. Which isn't entirely bad in and of itself. It's just creatures live in the forest. I don't like creatures that kill me. Especially when I'm trying not to die. Okay. Now, is it just me? Or does that tree thing over there look sort of like a wooden warrior with a shield? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So let's head back into the starter biome, which is this giant grassland over here. They're actually going to be reducing the size of the starter biome because the size of the planets are being reduced. So but they're increasing the radius around the starter biome, I think, of safe zones and the like. It's I don't know. Something like that is what they mentioned in the experimental 8.1. So, all right, we are in the starter biome now. Now what we want to do, I am going to want to put this over here because I'm not going to need these. I don't know why I'm speaking in a fake accent. I do that occasionally, I guess. I am going to want to disassemble some of these wreckages. At least a little bit of them. But now, since using the tool uses stamina, I do not want to disassemble them a lot until I get a multi-tool. But yeah, we're definitely... Now, I think this is the wreckage that I already explored. I think this is this is the only wreckage I know of. So I've already looted it, so I'm just going to ignore it and keep on going. But, yeah. More than likely, the full-sized wreckage is, like, way over there. So one thing we could do is try to stay around the escape pod and utilize the escape pod for sleep again. But why? When we have... Ooh, why? When we have this tent here. I don't know exactly why they made the escape pod sleep-inable. It sort of makes sense, but when you have the tent, it's like not really needed. I'm really going to need to find some silicone or a lot of crushed stone. If I could find like a large pillar of dirt, which I think they removed those. The giant rock pillars that used to be on the starter planets, I think they removed them. But yeah, I'm not positive. We got another swamp over that way. Right along the water there. Well, I guess it's on the other side over here. Now I am used to the normal experience gain, so I'm already level 4. Just because, you know, they put that on, they told us to put that on normal, which means that I could, if I got the resources, go ahead and spawn in a small hover vessel. Now, what hover vessel would I spawn in? Let's see, if I did ARV stuff, I would want, it would probably just be the SOV Mark 1. Because that's the basic hover vessel. And the resources aren't that bad for that either. It just takes 22 minutes to produce, reduced by stuff. But I think I am going to go ahead and go to the factory. Now, we don't have enough... No, we don't quite have enough iron. We got enough copper, but not enough iron. We definitely don't have enough silicon. So I'm going to have to come over into this forest and try to find some silicon and make this SOV. Now, one thing that it's good about having all these small wreckages is that the SOV can be spawned on a base that has no core. It cannot be spawned on an alien base or an enemy base, but it can be spawned on one that is public or one that has no core, as well as your own private stuff or your faction-based stuff. Oh, there's some fiber. I need fiber. So we should be good on building the SOV, even though we don't have a base yet. And if I find the wreckage, I'm definitely going to utilize that. Now, it's getting a little dark So I think I'm going to go ahead and set up camp right out here. And once the sun goes all the way down, we're going to go ahead and sleep. And a lot of the stuff in our inventory is going to spoil if I don't have it made up into stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and go do 10, 14 of those to make that used up. What else do I have? I need one more berry juice for that. The wheat will be okay. I think everything else will spoil, but that's okay. I'm using up all the plant protein. Fibers don't spoil, so I don't need to worry about that. I think that's all we need. Alright, so we've got a lot of spoiled food. It looks like we didn't get all the plant protein made up. Unfortunately, the stuff spoiled before even one was made. Not exactly what would normally happen, but we'll deal with it. So let's see. We've got a little bit of ammo. I'm just trying to organize real quick. We've got an ore scanner, but we don't have a whatchamacallit, biofuel, iron, water, malt beverage. Okay. Little bit of organization goes a long way. So, oh, hello, it's some Talon Guardians. Let's not kill them. Let's go ahead and gather up some more berries so we can go ahead and get some more berry juice started. Because we're definitely going to want the juices. In fact, I'm going to go and put this on my hot bar because I do not want to die. So we're going to have juice on the hot bar to utilize if we get in trouble and are trying to run away. It will also give us a little bit of stamina. The vegetable juice gives you less stamina. That's why I put the berry juice on there. However, the berry juice will lower our temperature. So we're not going to want to drink too much of it, especially later in the evenings when it gets cooler. So now I don't need, I don't need any more copper. What I do need is iron and silicone. Go away, bugs. I don't want you near me. Okay. The reason that I didn't start the Robinson Protocol is I wanted to go ahead and get some of these items right off the bat, because if you start the Robinson Protocol, you don't get them. But if you don't start the Robinson Protocol, you get them, and then if you find the wreckage, you can actually you can use the wreckage. Uh-oh. I see those spiders. I'm not going to go anywhere near them. What was I saying? Yes. Energy drink. Because I need to utilize that. Yeah, if you don't start the Robinson Protocol, yes, silicone, yay. You can start with the stuff and then get stuff from the wreckage. So that's a double bonus. Which is why I'm starting this way, so I can survive earlier on and later on. There's another small wreckage over that way. I might go investigate it as well. Ooh, nice. We got some canned goods and some ointment. Canned goods. Oh, look, it's yet another small wreckage. The full wreckage must be around here somewhere. Look at all this copper. I don't really need copper. I need iron. So I think there's a little bit of iron over this way. Yay, level 5. Actually, now that I'm level 5, I could make a Mark II SOV. If I make the SOV Mark IIc, it's a little bit cheaper than the Mark IIa. And the Mark IIc is the Harvester one. Now, I think with Alpha 8.1, they're changing the Harvester so it no longer gathers resource rocks or surface rocks at all, and where it rather only gathers wood, which kind of makes it a little bit pointless. But I don't know, because it was useful because you could use it early game to harvest the rocks and such without having to leave your vehicle, and you could get resources that way. Now, not so much. Okay, ooh, more of that. I don't need more spoiled food, but I'll take it. Alright, now there's some iron. At the very least, I need to get enough iron for the Mark 1. I could always upgrade the Mark 1 to the Mark 2, but the difference is that the SOV Mark 2 also has the, where is it? I believe it also has the mobile constructor. No, actually they all do. Refrigerator. That's what it is. Armor locker. All these things. It also, I believe, has a better thruster, which will come in handy for acceleration and getting up mountains. Which means I might, if I'm going to go ahead and go to the Mark II, then I'm going to need more. Let's see. I'm going to need more of everything. So let's work on getting the resources for the Mark 1. I'm going to go ahead and start gathering up copper as well. And if we happen to run into a good resource location with like a lot of iron and silicon and stuff, we might go ahead and upgrade to the next SOV, which will be really handy because then we can you know, get armor, put it on, so that even when we're outside of our vehicle, we're not all over the place like we are now. Let's go ahead and eat some canned vegetables. Go ahead, get them out of the way, and then eat some more of this. Let's go ahead, berry juice down here. Let's go ahead and make more plant protein. Alright, give me iron. Give me copper. Give me more iron. So now, when it comes to iron, copper, and silicon, we're just short on silicon for the Mark 1. Let's see, the Mark 2C is going to need 130 iron, 122. That'll give us 122, not quite 130. So if we find like one more iron rock, we ought to be good. There's another small wreckage, and I think that's an iron rock right over there. We're going to stay mostly near the starter biome to begin with. Now, is there, I believe, somewhere, maybe not. I was thinking that there was a, yeah, there it is. Ooh, nice detox kits. Those will help a lot. I'm going to keep one on my hotbar because it heals you 275 health Over time, mind, but it does. Alright, now we just really need to go get some silicon. We're coming into a marsh over here. Marshes, if I'm not mistaken, have all three types of resources, but they're rarer than in a forest. So I think we'll just stick to the forest to try to find silicon. And we're going to want to try to find that wreckage. So, like, looking over here, I'm probably going to want to come this way to try to find the wreckage, because it's probably, like, out here somewhere. Could be over this way, though. But more than likely, it's out this way, because the starter biome is, like, here. And so the wreckages are normally out near the starter biome, but just off just a little ways. Uh-oh. We got some spiders. Looks like I might have to do a full-out run to get away from them. And we have a sand biome. Sand biomes are nice because they also have silicon in them. Those spiders are still chasing me. Alright, energy drink, go! Oh crap, look at all of them. This might be the end for KnowItAllDM. The spiders are a little far away now. Okay, I think I've outran the spiders. Alright, so I should be safe staying in the sand biome. These things here don't attack unless you attack them. And sand golems are easy to spot. So I think what I'm going to do... no, I'm not going to stay out here that long. I'm going to stay out here just long enough to get what I need. Hopefully the sandworms don't get angry at me mining resources and stuff like the crickets do. The sand biomes also have copper and iron in them, which makes them exceedingly useful. Looks like that's a savanna out that way. As long as I can get about 50 silicon, I will be good. So I could head back that way. I'm going to head back this way a bit because I ran into the spiders like over there. So I'm going to head back this way. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a few silicon rocks off this direction. Oh yeah. Now what would be scary, okay, is if sand golems could hide as resource rocks. That would be really scary. But they can't. Okay. And let's check this. Alright, how much silicon do I have now? I've got 28. I'm going to need to get a bit more. I believe this and that is silicon. So let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah. Because once I get this hover vessel online, I should be able to outrun any of the creatures, and creatures won't pose much of a threat anymore while I'm in the hover vessel anyway. All I'll have to watch out for are drones and whatchamacallums. Drones and bases. Okay. I don't want to go too far that way because that's where the things are. I've got 45, which will give me 90. I will need just a little bit more to get the ARV. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to do the 2 and have weapons or the 1 and have a harvester. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the 2 or the HOV Mark IIA so that I can have some weapons to attack with, which means I'm going to need just a little bit more silicon. I think I have a decent amount of iron for it and copper. But I think I'm going to want to head off this direction some more into the sand biome deeper to try to find the some more silicon. I need just a little bit more. If the sun goes down, I can just throw my tent down and sleep to avoid any whatchamacallums. Okay. I don't really see any silicon this way. There is a little desert oasis type thing over there. So let's head that way and possibly set up camp in there for the night. Is that silicon or is that just a basic rock? I'm also going to need to eat soon. I think I was wrong. I think there's 2 silicon things here. If that's the case, I might want to head back towards the starter biome. Oh, look, raptors. Good thing they're not hostile raptors. Yeah, I think I'm going to head back towards one of these small wreckages and try to make a camp near there. Right, that's a forest there. Let's head off towards the lake and take the lake up. Because now I've got 53 silicon. That's more than enough for the SOV. And we can hunt for more stuff later. I think I'm not going to get to those before it's night. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just setting up camp as soon as it gets dark. Ooh, there are the spiders. Let's avoid those spiders. At least I know my little run jump technique is enough to get away from spiders. Once it gets dark, I'll just plop this down as soon as the little thing in the corner changes to let me. And we'll see if we can sleep for the night. Alright, so we're near this little swamp biome area here. I think this will be a good place to set up camp for the night. I'm going to, while I'm sleeping, I'm going to have these go ahead and make up some stuff. Let's see, hover vessel, generator, constructor, fuel tank. The only thing SOVs don't have is a detector. I'm going to want to unlock that so I can equip one with it. Okay. Now, I don't know what all the SOVs have, but I do know it has the basics of these. So I'm going to go get those started making up. I'm also going to have it make up additional thrusters because that uses everything. So I'm going to do that. That way when we wake up, we'll have some stuff to throw into the factory. So that we can get this going a little bit quicker. Let's put more berry juice down here. All of this food has already spoiled. Actually, let me do this as well. Okay, I'm gonna get that going. This. Those. And that's all I should need. So we've got about 12 in-game minutes before the sun goes down. It would suck if I were to die before that. I think this was our first day that we just survived. I would have felt better if we had found the wreckage, but we didn't. So, all right, here we go. Time to sleep.